Hello everybody, it is very quiet in game. Oh, I do actually have sound. Okay, good. Just wondering why it was so quiet. It is Friday and I am on the SMP server, or trying to be in a moment. I see Inga might be leaving soon because of course her brother's coming over for the cat. That's fine. And we in the meantime are going to go this way. Still very lovely environment here. Several months probably went into making this, but okay, let's go over here. We're basically just skipping it. We're going into this world right here. There we go. I am here because we were looking at Marvin's house the other day. That's why we're here now. What's that say? Mailbox. Got a mailbox? We throw something into the hopper, I guess. Let's throw an apple in there. There we go. You've got mail. Alright, great. Let's go back to our own place. We can just go /home to do that. That message was from Tuesday. Oh, okay. That's the message you said in the wrong stream. Okay. Well, hello. In any case. Oh, by the way, I'm going to say hello just in case somebody's here. Couple people. You guys are here. Eyes is here. I don't know if they're actually here. Kind of dark green. Maybe you're AFK. Either way, we're here. So, yes, let's take a look at our sheep for a moment. They all appear to have their colors back. I don't see a red one. Not all of them have actually eaten grass yet. I am going to get some shears, though. Here are some shears. There we go. Let's go take a look. We got light gray, we got black, we got green. Different types of blue here. White, orange, purple, yellow, pink. Okay, good. Just wondering if any of these are red. None of these guys appear to be eating grass in a hurry, though. At least not the ones that aren't currently carrying wool. I don't know. Hey, Tom. Hey, Brandon as well. Just waiting for one of my sheep to turn red. Or I could just take a look if I have a color that's like here multiple times and maybe just color one of those red. This one's black, or is it dark brown? Or let me see, is it black or dark gray? Come here. They're both black wool. Okay. This is dark gray, and then light gray is back there. One of you guys has to be red. You're yellow. You're both yellow. Okay, 2 yellows. Good to know. 1 of 4 players sleeping. I'm currently just staring at my sheep. Well, maybe they'll eat some more while I am away. I don't know if people want to pass the time, but that's why somebody might be in bed. I don't know. Let's also check on the shop real quick. Everything's still green. Yep, nobody's been buying anything. That's good. I can just keep stocking. There you go. Of course, the numbers, like I've said before, are not super great. So people who are looking for something for a large project, dude, hang on. Run all the way to the back. Oh, orange. Okay, I thought I saw a red sheep. No, that was an orange sheep. Okay, well, one of you guys has to be red. Even if you don't want to be. Eat some grass, you guys. Okay, well, I'm gonna go back to digging up the area down there for the racetrack for the horses, which is why we're actually here. I need a saddle. Did I already buy a saddle from somebody? I think I went looking. Let me check if I'd happen to have a saddle. Maybe somebody... Nope. Nope. And that's just my bed. 2 out of 4 sleeping right now. And we'll have to go look if somebody has a saddle somewhere, because that would be handy in training horses, because otherwise you can't get on them to tame them even. So we're going to have to do that first. Oh, there we go. Good morning. I'm going to put all of this in here, or this shares anyway. We're putting all the other stuff like the food in here. Don't need that. I'll keep the bread. The red steak goes here, and keep these horse eggs, and this one gets to go in here too. Then gravel and other things. I might want to make a few more pickaxes because I have, of course, a lot of digging to do. Now, let's see. There's a little bit of wood here, but it's got to be more wood than that. There isn't. Not even sticks. I do have horse or name tags here. That's good. Alright, fine. Then I'll just cut down the trees first. Anyway, so how's everybody doing today? Had a good week? Because of course it is now time for the weekend. Got anything planned? Yesterday was Ascension Day in the Netherlands, and that means that, well, officially I think it's a day that the people who passed away over the last year are supposed to ascend to heaven. I think also Jesus was supposed to ascend to heaven on this day. Apparently he did it first. And so a lot of people will go to graveyards to upgrade or clean graves of their families and friends and stuff like that. And leave some flowers. Or just be there and I guess think about them. I don't know what people do. I went to the graveyard yesterday as well because I wanted to drop off some flowers for my grandparents' graves, and it was actually not as busy as I thought. Initially I got in the car and I was like, oh, there's a lot of traffic here today for Thursday, even though everybody's like, your birthday was yesterday. Oh, congratulations. Congratulations to you. Let me just put this in here real quick. You were born on Ascension Day. That's interesting. Not that it matters or anything, but still. I'm going to put these two in here. There you go. 4. Good. But I was on the road and there was a lot of traffic and they all seem to be headed in the same direction, which is roughly in the direction of the graveyard, but it also goes towards the highway at a certain point. So it turns out that all the people that appeared to be going for the graveyard were actually going to the highway or to the IKEA. That's also in that direction. So I thought people were being, I don't know, not religious necessarily, but just paying respects. But instead they were headed off to some other place, maybe the beach or something, because there were probably some people out there kite surfing or just trying to go to the beach hoping that it wouldn't be too bad weather. Look, we got 3 people here. And none of them have a, oh, he's got like a light snout here. That's kind of funny. You don't normally see that in these horses, like a pink snout. And I said people, but of course they're horses. Anyway, so I dug a tunnel that way. I forgot how long it needed to be. I'm going to have to count that again. Born on a Monday. Okay. Oh yeah, Ascension Day is always on Thursdays. Well. Just happened to be on an Ascension Day this time then. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Okay. 26. Starting from here. Let's do that then. How high is it? Well, it needs to be 4 high. So this is 2. It's going to take a while. So it wasn't super busy on the graveyard itself. And that did make me wonder where all the people were. Because usually, I mean, it wasn't bad weather. If it's like raining or something, or it's cold, then people, of course, are going to be less likely to go out there because it's a drab day. Why would you spend it on a graveyard, which is usually not the most cheerful of places either? I understand that. Although they're not bad places. Some people really hate going to graveyards for some reason, but it's like, it's actually a very peaceful place and there's like a lot of stuff to consider. And often there's also a lot of personal touches as well. I think I'll dig out up to here. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I'll know when to stop digging instead of counting it while I'm trying to talk. So 12 positions this way. And sometimes there's like personal things on graves that are interesting to look at. It's like there's this grave near where my well, some of my relatives are buried. I never met them personally because they were from my grandparents' generation. But there is a grave near there where there always used to be a potato on the headstone. Like they had some type of connection with potatoes. I don't know. So there's like a story there. I just don't know what it is. So it's interesting to see that and consider what it might be. That is an interesting looking stone as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What is this? Dripstone. Oh, is that good? I don't know. Ooh, hey, we're over here. This is the area. Oh, we're here. And of course there is this gigantic hole underneath as well. Okay, so I'll have to figure out a way to have the racetrack without interrupting the natural flow of this place. All the other dripstone has fallen down. This is gravel, so I can't throw that there. Gonna need some natural stone in order to make it less ugly. This expansion over here. Look at it. Look at all the drip down there. Dripping a lot. There. Of course, it's not gonna look super natural like this. What's this? Oh, it's raining. Through one little gap. Fun. Okay, so we're gonna have to come out this way and go in that way. Oh, the bear. The bear has to be in here somewhere. Because bears are in a large open space, I believe. I haven't seen one yet. Maybe he's down there. Or over there. He's got to be somewhere under here. This has to be the place. There are torches down there, so somebody has been in this place before. Is that it? There is something there, but... Yes, that's the bear. I can see it moving. There's like this brown spot down there between a couple of stalagmites, whatever you're going to call them. And if you look at it in the corner right now, on the right, it does kind of move. So I think that is the bear. Found them. Okay. Well, great. We're not going to go anywhere near him, obviously. But at least now I know where he is, because that is one of those annoying things. I could maybe grab a bow and try shooting him. Or will he come running up here? Because this is a good spot to try and get rid of him. He won't be able to attack me. I don't think he'll be able to charge at me either, but he probably will take more than 64 arrows. I might try it. Can die those points. Also, one can fall on you if you mine the wrong block. Oh, well, there's nothing above me, fortunately, so that's good. Anyway, I needed 12 spots. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Get one more of those. I might be able to just take one out of the side here. There we go. 12. He's down there. Now there's a zombie I'm hearing. So definitely don't want to fall down there, and we have to go that way into that spot. I'm gonna need some natural stone for that. Maybe some drip stone or something. I don't know. Maybe I will go grab a thing or two. I don't want things to spawn here, so I'm gonna put a torch down so that he can't actually spawn here. I think the last 4 are going to be dug out, so that would mean I could dig out these. Look. Will it fall? Whee! Ooh. You're in the wrong place there, buddy. I can't get these, though. There isn't anything down there either. I'll just take this one down, because we have to remove this thing anyway. There it goes. I'll try grabbing a bow. Real quick. See if I can even hit him, because of course it is a bit of an angle that I'll be at. We'll see. Anyway, I'll go up, grab a bow and some arrows, and then we can see if we can do some arcade style shooting game over there with that bear, if I have enough arrows. Let's take a look. I have some feathers, which is good. I have a bow, which is power 1, and one that's got nothing on it. Oh, 40 arrows. Let's see if it'll work. Let's see how dangerous this is. You won't be able to get to me, at least, so that's good. Don't have any special arrows, though, so probably we're not going to be able to do too much damage. Oh, there he is. Oh, hey, he's gone. Where'd he go? He was there, and then he disappeared. Did you see it? Maybe he's like, oh, they got a bow. I better turn invisible. I'll try shooting in the spot to see if he's actually still there. No, that's too low. I don't think he's actually there anymore. No, he would have reacted if he was. So he disappears. That's weird. I thought that it would always be there. He's not back there either. So they just kind of randomly appear and disappear? That's too bad. Would have been interesting. But okay, great. So, my door should be around here somewhere. There's my door. And there'll be a bit back there with a bit of water in it. I need a stone to cover up this area. Let me go see if I have any stone. Well, so much for that adventure. Well, maybe if he comes back I can try it anyway. So I'll just keep my bows and stuff on me. You never know. Here are my horses. Horses still doing good. I'm going to see if I have any stone or andesite or something else that is naturally available in these areas here. Some light gray wool. Light gray wool? Okay. Stone, andesite, more andesite. Gravel drops down, so we don't need that. I don't have any of that other stuff. I got light gray wool in here. It does kind of look like stone, so I guess that makes sense. Let's see, light gray wool, right here. Still no red sheep. I think I still just see orange back there. So I might have to color a sheep red. But for now, I'm just going to go ahead and try to build my racetrack. This is gravel, so we don't need that. Put the gravel away. You. There. I'll start with the stone, which is just 26 pieces, but it might be just enough. I see something. Oh no, that's just a zombie. Nope, not here. Okay, great. Hello, creeper. You can't get to me. How come he can stand on top of that thing then if it's so dangerous? That's just cheating, Mr. Creeper. And I think I need to be here. Yep. And I'm going to cover this area because this is of course going to be the floor. Oh, hello. Where? Oh, they're up there. Hello. Get out of here. I don't want to drop off. Because there's still a gap here. Oh no, you don't. That's a bad idea. Oh, this is also a bad idea. Hello. Oh, this is a worse idea. So they come from above. That's annoying. Okay, well they didn't have too much interesting stuff on me, fortunately. Also blown up a creeper. They may have actually blown up a few things. I'll try going down there because that's actually what I had in mind. There's an owl. Okay. Hello, pole. So there's the water, and I blew up somewhere over there. It's nighttime though, isn't it? And is this the type of save where you actually get your stuff in a grave? I don't know. Yep. Well, I don't know. So all my stuff is down there now. Fantastic. Wilderness is blocking my view. I think everybody's eaten now. Just looking at all the different sheep. Well, that one hasn't, but it would be very unlikely that that one sheep is red. So I'm gonna have to give... Look, we have 3 yellow sheep. I have to make one of my yellow sheep red, and then we should be able to get it. So I don't think I had anything particularly interesting on me, or did I? Oh, I have a map to the location of the stuff. Oh, I think I had the horse spawn eggs on me. Okay, that might be interesting to go and collect. Do I have another sword? I don't think so. Or do I? I do have a pickaxe here, an iron pickaxe. I'll bring some dirts. I'll just try going back there. You do get a map how to get to your death location should you not know where you were. Well, I do know that. I know exactly where it was, but there is a bit of a problem there with all the monsters walking around. Let's see. So there are people from up there. That sucks. Where is this owl? Hello. Oh, did he pick up my stuff? Where did I die? Oh, down there. Okay, so there's that guy over there who's got armor. Oh, there's a spike down there. What else do we have up here? Is that all? Yeah, I'll just do it. Let's go. I'm hitting him with a bow. La 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 la. Is he wearing my armor? I think he is. He's got my armor and he's got my there we go. My other stuff. Give me my stuff back, thank you. Alright, anything else? Yep, I got this, I got this, I got everything. Now, did I drop anything anywhere else? I think I got it all. Okay, good. Got him. And back. Cool, so I got my things back. Great, and my boots and my sword and everything. This death location map is no longer super useful, but I'll put it in here as a reminder. Also, I have diamond leggings, but I don't really need that. I need my stone. There it is. Stone. I'm just going to cover that up, and then we're just going to quickly cover up the rest so that we don't have to worry too much about that anymore. We'll put some andesite down as well. We were almost done. And I really didn't want to fall down the hole, but the zombie kept pushing me towards it, which was... Oh, that's the most annoying thing ever. Hi, how you doing down there? I see you. I also need to build a roof, apparently, because they are also going to be there. I'll just put the gravel here, that's fine. Let's put some andesite on top of that, because otherwise we'll have the same situation twice, and I'm not interested in that. Did not sign up for this. Okay, so it's 4. They're definitely over there. I hear them. So I need to be a little faster. Up. There. Now they at least won't drop on top of my head. They might actually come falling down, but it's not going to be that big of an issue. Let's see, put this one here and then around here. Building a cube made out of andesite. Looks very natural, no doubt. And this one, that. There we go. Oh, he fell off. He went right past me. Well, that's good. I appreciate that. Okay, so we're gonna put some here. I need to put a torch down. Where are my torches? Look, see, I had all my horse eggs, and that is something I need, so I don't really want them to bully me out of having those. Alright, let's go cover up this side here. It's actually 1 block too low. I need to have 4 blocks high. I've made it 3 blocks high. Okay. Yeah, see? That is correct. Alright, fine. I have pickaxes, so we'll fix this. But we've got extra andesite as well in case we need to do more. I think I've got everything back, pretty much. I have 52 coal on me. Where did I get that? Alright, fine. Let's go. So I might have to patch some of this. There we go. That's what I thought. Is there a thing there? There is. That I can base it off of. We're gonna have a track of about, I think 3 wide is wide enough actually. So we'll probably just do this. They might come falling down in here, but that's okay because otherwise, do I want to put a torch up there? this is 1, 2, 3 right here. Let's go ahead and put these down. There. Good. Alright, and then this end over here also needs to be covered. Up until the point where everything is solid once more, because it doesn't keep doing this eventually. Let's see, this part still needs to be done, and this part's... Okay, well, that was a slight delay there, but we managed to get through it. Alright, so it wasn't super busy on the graveyard, so I was like, okay, I'll just go clean some graves, and I even put like some, brought some flowers to put on the grave as well, a little heart-shaped planter thing with some, what are they, carnations? Pink carnations, they were pretty, so I thought that would be nice, because my grandmother always liked to receive plants as a present whenever she had like a birthday. And so I figured that would work quite well. And my grandfather was like somebody who liked nature and outdoor stuff, so I'm pretty sure he wouldn't have minded some plants either. We'll have to see how they hold up, but okay. This is good. We are going to open it up till about here. Oh yeah, we have a hole here now, so we need to be careful with that as well. I hear him falling down from somewhere, but I don't know where he is. I'll say welcome back to Robot Steve, or Robot Steve, almost, but not quite. Oh look, we got a gap. We have a gap. I have to fix it by putting some andesite in. So I was on my way to their gravesite, and I saw a couple of people cycling past me, because you can't actually ride your bicycle there. There's some rather large paths leading across this sizable graveyard as well. It's not a small graveyard. What is it, like a couple square kilometers or something? It's the biggest graveyard in the town, so there were quite a few larger roads as well. And so I saw a couple cycling past me, but I didn't really pay them any attention because I wasn't expecting to see anybody that I knew. But it turns out that those are actually my my aunt and my uncle that were also on their way to visit the grave. They were actually going to make a long bicycle trip, but they looked at the sky, which was kind of gloomy, and they thought maybe we shouldn't, and instead let's go check out the gravesite because we're nearby, and so maybe it needs some cleaning, because they tend to do that as well, normally as well. That's kind of like one of the tasks that they have given themselves within the family. So as I approached the graves, I was like, hey, there's a couple people there, and I thought, oh, I know who these people are. So I had a little chat with them as well. I haven't seen them in a long time, so they were also surprised to see me, which is always nice that they're not like unpleasantly surprised to see me. And so after a couple minutes, they left to go on their bicycle trip, because I had checked beforehand what the weather was going to be like, because I had planned to go there just to do some cleaning. I didn't really want to get rained on, but I saw that even though there were clouds, there wasn't going to be any rain until like later in the evening, and that was going to be mostly up north, and that's not where I'm at, so that's very convenient. So I told them that as well, and they were like, oh, we're going to go to another town on bike, so we would like it to be dry. I think we're going to try it. So they said their goodbyes, and they cycled off. So that was good to see them again. They also did a bit of cleaning as well, but they only cleaned the grandparents' graves, and we have a couple other family graves that they probably don't tend to, or not as often. So I did a little bit more sweeping, because I noticed there was a little bit more sand left on my grandparents' grave, and then I was like, okay, now I'm going to check out the other ones. And there is this grave in between a couple of family graves of ours that isn't related, but it's been there for, I think, longer than the rest, because it was somebody who died in 1941, and he's kind of sandwiched between some of our family graves that were just kind of placed around him because they happen to be in the same area. So whenever we go there for like whenever it's like a holiday or it's somebody's birthday, my mother comes down to us, and then we go and do our graveyard shift, as I like to call it, and then we go have a snack somewhere, have some coffee, and then everybody goes home. That's sort of our tradition. I think I've said that before. So I went and looked there, and we've also been cleaning that grave as well, and occasionally putting some flowers on and stuff like that, because it looked as though nobody was actually upkeeping it anymore. We never saw anybody from the family And a while ago, there was even a sign on the grave that said, like, "Hey, contact us," like the administration of the grave site, because the time is about to expire, and that would mean that it would get removed. Because if you don't buy the plot for another couple, 10 or 20 years, then after a while, the headstone and everything just gets removed, and the grave gets emptied for as far as there might still be something down there. Of course, if you're already decomposed, then they're not going to dig up all the dirt and put that somewhere else. That just gets to stay. So you get to stay, but the headstone gets removed, if that makes sense, even though you're already gone. So it's a complicated story. Anyway, so we were, at least I was there, and we had tended to that grave before in the past. And I noticed that there was a lot of grass growing on it, like small bits of tufts of grass were starting to grow on it, which is really annoying. Because the grave itself says something like he died for his homeland, and that could be either a soldier or maybe a resistance fighter, because it is a grave that was put up in 41, which means that he would have fought in the Second World War. But we never really knew who it was. I tried Googling their name before, and I didn't actually find anything. So I was like, okay, well, it's some type of person who fought in the war somehow in some capacity. So I think it's only important to keep them, like honor their memory basically by keeping their grave looking somewhat tidy. And occasionally if we had like some extra stuff that we found, some extra flowers or a little statue, or sometimes you find like a marble plaque with a poem or something on it, then we'll put that on a grave like that. Graves that tend to be kind of quiet, just to give them something extra, because it's always so sad to see a grave that's no longer being cared for. Anyway, so I went there yesterday as well, and the graves from my relatives looked fairly okay. There were a couple of leaves on it, because of course they are under a couple of trees as well, instead of being in like an open field setting. And I removed the grass, like I said, and then I looked at the stuff that was on there that just had fallen over. I think due to the most recent set of storms that we had, stuff had fallen over. It all looked kind of dilapidated. We once found one of those solar lights on a metal arm, and we put that there, but it had bent. I think somebody accidentally stepped on it or something. It was bent. In any case, that little area where the sun is supposed to shine on it was all vague looking, kind of dirty looking, because it had been sat in the sun for quite a while, and it was like covered with plastic. So the plastic was dull, and I don't think that that light worked at all. So I kind of kept it around because it made it look like, I don't know, made it look a little better, I guess. But of course, now that it was broken looking, that had to go. So while I was there, I was looking at the headstone itself, and the headstone had been painted by me before, because it had lettering in it that used to be black, and it has some lines on it that used to be black. The entire thing is made out of like a gray stone, and it's like a headstone with a cross on top of it, and then in the middle of the cross is this metal plaque with Jesus with a crown of thorns on it. So like a very old-fashioned type of thing. But yeah, so the letters had been black initially, and we've been kind of doing this whole graveyard tradition since sometime early 2000s, I want to say. Since my grandparents were buried, I think my grandfather was buried in 2002, so somewhere around there, 2002, we started doing that. And I actually painted those letters before with chalkboard paint, which is like a matte black, which is the same color as the original lettering would have been. And that was sometime 2003, 4, something like that. And they had gotten kind of green over the years, because algae does tend to grow in those stones a lot. So I was like looking at it yesterday and looking at the sorry state of everything else. And I was like, okay, why don't I just go ahead and repaint those? But of course I didn't have any paint on me. So initially, after my cleaning round, I like drove to a store nearby. The Action, of course, one of my favorites, and I went and got myself some chalkboard paint and some cheap paintbrushes, because everything there is pretty cheap anyway. And I went ahead and spent some time painting all the details again, and the leathers and all that stuff. Just give it a nice fresh coat, and it looked okay again afterward. Here goes the torch out. I wonder if we're getting close to the horses. It should be. And also, while I was there at the Action, I saw that they had a whole bunch of those small solar lights again. It's like the simple ones that look like a pin, basically, and with a tiny little solar cell on top. Oh, I need to go and, hey, Hey, I'm off. I'm off by 1 block. Okay, guys, your track is apparently a little shorter than I expected. Okay, well, fine. They'll have a little bit less time to run. Or we can just make this like a turn, maybe. We'll see. I don't know. So I got one of those as well to replace the lamp that was broken. And so afterwards it looked a lot better. Maybe should have brought some flowers, but that place doesn't actually sell live flowers. They only really sell plastic ones. And those do take less maintenance, but they also start to look really gross and vague after a while. The colors start to fade. It's just not very good for a very long time, so I didn't really want to take any of those. Let's just get this dirt out of the way. Should I expand it to the original size that I had in mind, or shall I just make it one narrower? I don't think it matters a great deal, because all I'm really going to do is run down here with the horse, obviously, and then we have to take a turn here, and then I think this is good enough for a test route. We'll just fill this up. Okay, good. So I spent some time doing that, and it looked okay afterwards. And so I went home thinking, okay, well, I don't know how long this grave's going to be here for anymore, but I'm just going to hope that it's there next time that we come back for some other occasion, and then we'll see how it goes. But that sign had been there, like I said, like the thing's going to get removed, blah, blah, blah. And after a while, that sign disappeared. So we just kind of thought like, oh, well, at least I thought so. I don't know if my mother thought that, but I thought like after a while, they may just give up on removing it because maybe another plot opened up somewhere else. Like maybe they start putting these signs up from the actual, what's it called again? The graveyard itself. Those people who work on that, they may actually put the signs up when they're looking for a spot in case there's like less room in another location. And so if there is another spot opening up shortly after, they may actually look the other way and just not delete it. They'll remove the grave because there is space somewhere else like that. So they have like, there's a temporary leave, I guess, because there is some other place that they can go. That's what I thought had happened anyway. But anyway, so yesterday after I came back, I went and looked up his name again. And then I actually did find a website with stuff on him, which is very interesting to note. And turns out that he's not a resistance fighter, but he is a soldier. He was actually a sergeant, and he was involved in a couple different battles, and one of them was near a hill in town, a fairly famous hill in town, and he got wounded there, and he was taken to a hospice, and then he died at the hospice as a result of his wounds. I don't have any more pickaxes, do I? Nope. Okay, I'm going to have to go get one. And it had a picture of him, which I hadn't seen because there was no picture on the grave. So that was also interesting to see an actual person, because normally you just see the headstone and you kind of like, I don't know, have an assumption of what that person might look like or what they were like. And now he actually had a photo that you could look at, which was also very interesting. I need wood. I have wood. Let me put all this dirt away because I have too much of this stuff. I need another chest for this type of thing because there's too much of that in my inventory right now. Maybe people want some. Let's see if people have been buying cobblestone. Did I put cobblestone up for sale? No. Well, then they can't buy it. Okay, fine. Maybe somebody's looking to buy cobblestone. Well, we'll see about that later. Anyway, so yes, I saw that website with a bunch of information on him, which was very interesting to note as well. And it turns out that he had a daughter with his wife, so he was 27 when he passed away, had one daughter. And then I saw that there were reactions under this post, because it's like a website with people like honoring people who fought in the war of our like local region and stuff like that. And so I didn't expect there to be a lot of reactions because it's a very localized event, so to speak. At least these people are only really known in their own area, and so I didn't think there would be a lot of reactions. And there were like 4 or something, but one of them was very interesting because it turns out that the daughter actually had a son, and that son, the grandson, had posted under this website saying that he had like basically telling a little more about this person, giving some more background information put on the website. And he also mentioned that he had actually extended the plot on the graveyard, so that means that the sign disappeared because they actually paid for it. So it's going to be there for another 10 or 20 years, depending on how much he paid for it. I don't know, but didn't say that. But either way, so that's good news. I need to color a sheep because I see that most of them are now back to being full of wool, and I still don't see a red sheep. I thought I made a red sheep last time. Now I'll make a yellow one into a red sheep. There we go. Red dye, and then you get to be a red sheep. There we go. Because otherwise we have no red wool. And that is not good. So that was very interesting to note as well. And of course I forwarded the whole thing to my mother, who also tends to go along with us for the graveyard stuff. And she also found it important that the grave was updated and that the letters were clear again, of course, because she's always very much for honoring the soldiers and stuff like that. I was going to make some pickaxes. That's what I was going to do. Do I have more cobblestone? Yes, I do. Hey, I see something. Oh, I thought I saw something materialize. Maybe it's a tree that grew? I don't know. So that's interesting to know something about somebody whose grave you've been cleaning for some time that you didn't know before. Makes them come alive a bit more, I think. And I left a message underneath all of those other reactions as well to let them know that actually we had been taking care of the grave sites. I hope he's not going to get upset by that, because I don't know if he would appreciate people painting over headstone, basically, because we kind of thought that it was abandoned and that nobody was going to have like anything to say about that. But now that there is somebody who might have a thing or two to say about that, maybe he's like gonna go, please don't do that, it might damage the headstone or something. Although chalkboard paints, it's not like regular paint. It doesn't have all of those solvents and stuff like that in it. It's a very different type of paints. And you don't have to apply a lot because it's like very, it dries very quickly. And it does color very much as well. It's a very dark black color, jet black, so should be okay. I'm going to take the corners out so that we don't have to take very sharp corners. That might help. Might make the corners a little bit narrower still. Or wider, I mean. By taking out this. Like so. That makes it easier to go around the corner. Like that. So that's probably a good thing. Well, I've only posted it yesterday, of course, so I don't expect that he'll see that message anytime soon. Or he may never respond either. I don't know. We'll see. In any case, we're just going to keep like occasionally cleaning it and weeding it. And if we have some flowers, then we'll put them on there as well. Because, you know, that's nice. I think that's a nice thing to do. Put this one here and that one there. There you go. So that was the whole Ascension Day story. Took quite a while. And the other graves were fine as well. My grandparents' graves, though, they're going to be there until 2024. And I don't think anybody in family is looking to renew that license. They've all kind of just thought like, well, the people that have spoken about it are actually the people who normally update it. And they're like, oh yeah, 2024, that's the last year. And I don't think anybody else is going to want to try to update it. So I guess that's going to be it then. And I don't think that most people will do that. And the grave itself is also kind of like going into the ground a bit. Like it has one corner where I guess the ground was softer or something. It did rain, I think, when my grandparents were buried, where my grandfather was buried, because he was buried first, and the ground was a bit wet, and they weren't sure if they were going to be able to dig deep enough, like as deep as they normally would. Like normally they dig about, I guess in English it would be 6 feet, something like that. So they have to dig a certain amount of feet for the first coffin to go down. And they do that just in case somebody wants to be put in the same grave afterwards, so they have at least another 3 feet of earth above that person. Then again, once they put that grave in there, or that coffin, I was going to say headstone, but don't put a headstone in there. Anyway, so they always like to dig about certain depth so that a second person can be added later without there being too little earth left above that coffin once that has happened. So they weren't sure if they were going to be able to dig deep enough for my grandmother to have her grave on top of his, and so they put him in a shallower grave, and my grandmother is in a grave next to him. So they're like side by side, and the headstones connect. So there, one side on my grandfather's side, which was the side that was wet when they dug it up, has gone and sunken in a little bit. You can see that the corners like disappearing a bit, but it's one large marble slab, so it's not like the things are disappearing. It's just like they look like they're tilting a bit. So, you know, as they do. The dog is dreaming in the background. Don't know if you hear that. Okay, anyway, so meanwhile we have a racetrack, sorta, kinda. I don't need all of these down here because that's unnecessary. They need to be up off the ground. And here you go. There. Okay, so now that that is done, I need to make an extra chest for all of my stuff that I was just talking about. This is also a gloomy corner. Why is this? And then I'm going to have to go and grab a saddle, and then we're going to start riding some horses around to see how long it takes them to get from point A to point B. Where shall I put my extra chest? Here, I guess. That will be a good spot. My extra set of chests, because we need to make a double chest. There. And we'll put it right on the other side of the goat enclosure. We're not doing too much with these goats. What can we do with goats? Can we shear goats? I don't think so. I think we can milk them. And then it's just goat milk. I think anything that is not cobblestone goes into that other chest that I just made. Still quite a lot of stuff, but at least we'll have a dedicated chest for cobblestone, which is a lot, no matter whose base you go look at. So let me just sort this out a little bit, because I hate when it's all over the place. Da 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 da. And you go here, you go there, 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 here. And there we go. Is this all cobblestone? Yeah, looks like it. No more cobblestone in my inventory. Good. Alright. Then all of this gets to go in here. The dirt gets to go somewhere else. And this is just dirt. Didn't throw any other dirt in here. No. Dirt goes in here. Good. Alright. That's that. Feathers get to go in here. I'll put the horse eggs in here for now, as well as this. I have Pet's Wrath for taming. Huh? For taming? What is that? I don't know. Well, for taming it says, which is good because I'm about to go and look for a saddle. Let's see now. P shops. Let's just go check out. Marvin's has a lot, and it has a bunch of other people's shops in the same place, so we might as well go check out if they have it. Look at all these signs. Donation box. Okay, throw stuff in there that I'd like you to sell. Probably that's what it's for. Let's see. Mushrooms, kelp, seeds of some sort. What are these? Beetroot. Oh, also this is not a shop, guys. I think your shop might not be working right now. Although these are working. Whose are these? Because these are probably just free or something, because they are not priced. Huh. And if they're not supposed to be free, then I would suggest that you go ahead and put some stuff on there. A couple of shop signs so you don't give away your stuff. Not that it's super expensive, any of those things, but you never know. Maybe people, hey, doggy. Hey, Blightorp cats. Blightorp cats. Dopperp. This dog is called Blightorp cats. Okay. That's great. Okay, let's see. This is books, stuff, bees. I still wanted to get into bees, but I'll do that some other time. All sorts of different. Hey, what's this cat? This cat does not have a name. Okay, that's sad. Oh, here we have 25 saddles. I just need the one. One. Yay. Don't really need a lot of saddles for now anyway. I've got name tags, I've got a saddle. I'm gonna go back home and put a saddle on a horse and we'll see how fast our horses are. I'm gonna write some signs down so I can write down their speeds if I have signs. No signs that I can see. I'm not gonna name them just yet, so I'll leave the name tags here for now. Just want a couple of signs. There we go. 3 signs is enough because all we really have is 3 horses right now. I want to write down the speed. Oh, I also need to go and make an obstacle that they can jump on. So we are going to have to make an extra section for that. Yeah, that's going to be a different thing. So for now, I'm going to have to just do the speed thing. Hello. I'm just going to go and put a saddle on you. No? Oh, I have to go sit on them first. Oh, okay, fine. Close. Alright. I need an empty hand for that then. I can't see what I'm doing. Okay. Alright. So far, not too upset yet. We're waiting for the hearts though, because he's still like not very happy with us. Nope, nope, nope. Takes a little while. There we go. Level 1 taming. Okay, I'll do that to all 3 horses right now so I can just go ahead and race them real quick. So first the urine tamed, and I'm going to put... there we go. This one's kind of pretty. I like this coloring. Nope, 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 nope. Very upset with me sitting on his back. Nope, still not happy. Come here. Nope. There we go. He's happy. Okay, well, at least he's tamed. I don't know if he's happy. But he's okay with us sitting on the back. And this one has some interesting coloring as well. It even has some pinkish hooves there, see? Alright, let's see how long it takes for you to be tamed. Oh. Da 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 da. Oh. Nope. This is 3, 4. Okay. 5. I think this one took the least amount of time. Or was it the middle one? I may have already tried to sit in one of these. I'm not really sure. Okay, well, they're both tamed now, or 3 of them. Not both. All. And I'm going to put a saddle on your back. We're going to sit on you, and I hope I'm going to be able to get out of here just by jumping. Yep, that works. Okay. Let's see how long this takes for us to get through here, and if we can even run through here. About 10 or 11. That is a very slow horse. Can I open the gates? Can he walk in? Can he walk in through the gate? No, he can't. Okay, then I'll have to make a bigger gate, maybe. Or I'll leave one open. That doesn't work. Okay, we'll have to jump through and then... Hello? Ow, ow, ow. I'm stuck. Okay, so... I'm going to have to dig this a little higher so I can actually jump out. It's about here, I guess. I'll just dig it 1 block extra because my head keeps getting stuck in the ceiling, which is not a pleasurable experience. Keshwan Dyer says IP. Okay. Is that high? 2 to 4 players sleeping. Do you mean like the place or how you can get to the server? Because we actually have... Is it this one? There you go. There you go. Top left you can see the address of the server, which is play.verdux.net. That's the SMP server. So if you want to go play on this server, that's where you need to be. Now, let's expand this a little bit. So this horse took 11 seconds, I want to say, to get through the course. I already noticed very quickly that it was super slow. So it's not going to be the winner where it comes to running, but maybe it'll be a good jumper because they do tend to have either one or the other as a talent. And some horses are not particularly good at both, but we'll just see what we got. I'm going to have to put that on a sign, like run 11 seconds. The server, yes, the server is currently mentioned top left in the corner. You should see it. I think it's on stream now. Let me just get to the next one. Up. Hello. I'll put a sign on them to say how fast they are, and then underneath we'll see how well they can jump. But I do need to still build a obstacle course for that. Oh, I broke it. I broke it. Oh no, I don't want to get on the horse. I want to get. There we go. There he is, King Dark the God. I think this is Mr. Keshawn Dyer joining us today. And go. Alright, let's see. Last 4 blocks. Hi, you're in the way. Your face is in the way. There we go. Okay, that ought to do it. I'm gonna go and say, yep. Get the saddle off of this horse because he still has it. And you're next. There. He already walks a little faster forward, this one. See? The other one was a little bit slower, but let's see if we can jump out of here safely now. Okay, it's not quite the right height, but it's better than the other one. It wasn't exactly stuck. Okay, now I'm gonna have to count and see how long this takes. 7. See, this one's a lot faster. Let's get him back into his thing. Nope, nope. Jump. There you go. And out. 7. I'm gonna have to start making the signs before I forget. So, this one. Oh, no. Is run 11 seconds. And this one run 7 seconds. Yeah, okay, next we've got you. Let's first of all put the saddle on. Okay, this one goes forward a little bit slower. Okay, fine. Ow. Back here, back here, back here. Let's see how long this takes. Here we go. About 6 or 7. Oh. Yeah, about 7. I actually stopped counting when he did like the whole thing because, ow, that wasn't part of the runtime. Okay, so that's 7 seconds for you as well. So you guys are equal as far as running. Let's put it here. That's the saddle. Thank you. Run. Rip. Run 7 seconds. Done. Okay. So far we have 2 decent runners and 1 slow one. We could end up having, I think I'm going to have to get rid of this staircase because I need an area where they can go to jump. Although I could just go over here. This is also a space that's available. Yeah, let's do that. I'll just dig up an area here. We already got like a couple of torches left and right. And we will go and make an obstacle for them to jump on. The smallest that they can jump, I think, would be a block and a half. So we're going to have to do that. Same thing that I did at the other place where I first of all recreated Ducktown and then did another town aside from that. We also had a racetrack there, I believe. and we had one for a block and a half, 2 blocks, 2 blocks and a half, 3 blocks. It just kept going higher and higher until I think the highest was 4.5 blocks that we managed to get a horse to jump. So we're going to try to do that again. Of course, that is going to be next time, I think, because we are at 6:30 right now. And then we can do a complete horse competition, battle, not really a battle, horse tests. We can see they're running and we can see they're jumping. He's at least feisty. This one took the longest to actually tame. So I'm curious to see how he'll do with jumping. Alright, well, I'm going to stand over here then in front of our horses, right about here. Can you see all three of them? Yes, you can, sort of. Take this UI out of the way so we can take a little screenshot of this. There we go. Well, the other one's looking at the... No, there we go. Now they're looking the right way. Good. So that is it for Minecraft for this week. We'll be back with Minecraft in about 2 weeks' time, of course. On this Tuesday, we'll be back with Stardew Valley. And next Friday, we'll be doing Starve Together, where we may be close to starving immediately upon loading the game, because it took a while for the outro to finish, and most of us were very, very hungry, and we had no food, so great. And it was nighttime, so we couldn't actually go out and eat anything either. So hopefully we'll see you for that as well. You have to go. See you next time. Well, see you later, Tom as well. Have a good weekend. Make sure to stay healthy and safe. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye for now. Obligatory wait time. Make sure that everything gets recorded because it tends to cut off the last 5 seconds. Okay, bye.